Meet Jan Morgan, the famous owner of the Muslim-free indoor firing range in Arkansas, who is taking tweet heat once again for her dismissal of 2 men from her business last week.
Okay, so, recently you're getting a lot of heat over a tweet. And
Really? Are you kidding? Seriously?
Yeah.
Me getting heat from who? The media? Okay.
Exactly, right? Like someone you turned away from here. And
Right.
I think, why don't you tell us your side of the story? What happened?
You mean the real side, the real story, what happened?
Yeah, let's hear
okay.
it.
First of all, the Gun Cave is a private club. It's not a business, it's a private club. And the reason we transitioned from business to a private club a long time ago is because as the owner of this establishment, I feel a strong sense of responsibility. I am personally responsible for the safety and security of every single person who walks in the door here who wants to shoot guns. You know, when you're in this range and there are people on both sides of you, within a couple of feet of you shooting real guns, you want to know that the owner of this establishment has screened this person carefully and has done everything possible to make sure that they are responsibly armed, that they are handling guns safely, and that this is not a convicted felon beside you, that this person is someone who is not going to be a threat to you. And we have people that bring their children here, that teach their teenagers how to shoot guns. And they want to know that, when we go to that place, it's a safe place.
Right.
So with that in mind, we had a couple of people walk in here. And of course, they had an agenda when they came here. That was clear. But if someone has the appearance of being under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and I can spot it and smell it a mile away, then I'm not going to let you shoot here. I will turn you away because guns and alcohol don't mix, all right? These two people walked in the door here, and they had an attitude from the beginning. They were belligerent, and they started pressing and acting. Their behavior was so irrational that the people who were here in the lobby were listening and started getting involved, like, what's going on? And the guy who claimed that I kicked him out because he was brown, he was so focused on his mission and his behavior was so bizarre, he didn't notice that there was a brown person sitting here in the lobby who had been sitting here for hours, who just shot here. And if he had asked me if we discriminate against people with brown skin, I would have shown him a list of people who are Indian, like he is, and Hindu, like he is, who are members here, who shoot here.
Right.
So, but they didn't want to know that. What they came in here to do was to create a scene so that they could run to the news media and make up some kind of fabrication story, which the Arkansas Times, as a very liberal outlet, jumped on, and they didn't report the facts. And if you notice, the guy that made the claims against me, he didn't even have the guts to face the camera and say his name and stand up and say, as a stand-up guy, and say, you know what, these people did this to me. And he knows, and the reason he didn't do that is because he knows it's a lie.